$13 billion. That's the annual revenue that Trader Joe's will do in any given year. Three things that really make them a success in what is a really noisy category, right? Grocery is really competitive. You have inventory that's constantly expiring. You need physical brick and mortar retail locations to get at people. I mean, it is just crazy competitive. There's a reason that Amazon itself really hasn't established a strong foothold in grocery, and that is it's just incredibly difficult. Walmart's done it, but even Amazon, with all their resources and all their brain power and all the technology, hasn't really cracked grocery. Otherwise, you'd hear about them being number one in grocery, and they aren't. Trader Joe's has built a $13 billion a year business there. How did they do it? Well, I'll give you an example. One thing is the service. So I went to Trader Joe's today, and I bought a few things, and in that bag of things that I bought were some beef jerky sticks. There were two of them, and the cashier at most stores would have just thrown those jerky sticks in the bag and sent me on my way. There's nothing wrong with that. But here at Trader Joe's, where they're trained to provide personalized service and go that next extra mile, as they say, there's not a lot of traffic on the extra mile. The cashier said, I could throw these in the bag for you now, or if I could just hand them to you here if you want them to snack on the way out. And that level of personalized service, I think, is something that they infuse into every interaction that they have with customers, or at least they try to. And that, I think, makes that extra difference. And people are willing to pay for that. That's real profit margin there. The other thing is just time. Like, they've been around since the 1950s, slowly growing a retail footprint. So they say you overestimate what you can do in a year and underestimate what you can do in a decade. And Trader Joe's had a ton of decades to work on this thing. So that's another reason why the $13 billion is where it is. The other thing, and the final thing, and this applies to Amazon selling as much as it does to physical retail, is that it's all private label products for the most part, which eliminates a lot of operational headwinds. You don't have to negotiate with dozens or hundreds of brands as Walmart does. You can just build your own supply chain to a certain extent, have full control of pricing and full control of margins as well. And so that makes the business model more efficient. And so these are a few of the things that I have observed about the business. I think it's a great business. And if you want to scale up a similar operation, but digitally in the 21st century here on Amazon, I wrote you a free book on exactly how to do that. That's all my team and I do. We eat, sleep, and nerd out over Amazon FBA, Amazon ads specifically. So with that laser focus, we've been able to learn a lot of things. I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes that we've had to make over the last 5 years. So I'm dropping a free book in the comments. I'll see you on the other side.